looks like fun. Just driving around, nothing special. Just getting stupid with the Starlink. Had nothing better to do today, so I figured I'd try it out. Fall colors are popping a little bit. The days are numbered here in upstate New York until it's snowing, raining, everything in between. So that's right around the corner. But what we're doing is we're just driving around. Car is a Tesla Model 3, and the FSD, I don't know what all these guys are talking about online with how fabulous it is. I've had more issues with it. It could be my computer, but it's pretty much, at this point, kind of unusable for me. So that's why we're drive streaming today. But you can see the car is a mess. The antenna for the Mini is in the back window. It's a different spot. I've got shades on the roof in my car, so I don't want to F with them. And therefore, I'm going to just put this thing up here on the dash in a little beanbag mount, and we'll drive around. But right now we're at a place called Marion Manor. It's near Sylvan Beach. It's on the eastern edge of Oneida Lake, the southeastern corner. And my son's out fishing. I was going to see what I know he limited out this morning on walleye, so I was going to check it out when he came in, but he ain't here yet, so he must still be catching fish. But anyhow, I figured we'd wait and see what happens, but I'm going to drive, so let's do it. Let's see how the connection hangs on. I won't try any FSD stuff because it will do phantom braking, and I think it might be because I'm not entering a destination, but I don't know why that would be. And anyhow, the car just seems to have a mind of its own. It won't hang on to the speed limit. So these are first world problems that, you know, the guys, I do have an ICE vehicle or a gas car. You know, you don't have to contend with that stuff in there. For sure, it does make long distance travel nice, but anyhow, enough of that. Let's see how the Mini hangs on. It's kind of in a different angle. It's closer to the original angle where you would have the little kickstand in the rear window of the Y. So let's see what happens. I'll have to screen this later when I get home, but hey, it's live, upstate. Not too much going on up here. This is kind of this is where everybody hangs in the summer down here at Sylvan Beach. Not too much to it. I think it was more popular in the 1900s. This is when this road was probably a rail line. People used to come up in the summer from New York City, but barge canal we'll be going over. We'll just go down and take a peek around the park here, or the old Sylvan Beach. Kind of cool. It's definitely gone through phases. It used to be like a little slum down here, but call it a wood booger slum. You know, you had the local Joe Dirts that lived down here. It's definitely got you have some run them over. That's not nice. I don't think the Tesla would let me do it, but it saw him. That's funny. It did see him. But anyway, passing under the bridge we just drove over, and we'll be pointing out to the west, or even the Rome, New Yorkers. Which, there's the barge canal. It's a lot busier in the summer, for sure. But let me put this down so people don't think I'm a freak. This is the canal view. Pretty good place. Used to like it in there. My son grew up here, so kind of have a little affinity for the place. And we got some bumps. The lake is very calm right now. Never a good sign for this lake to be dead calm. Got a few people chilling down here, just watching the lake. Drink coffee again. Yeah, that's a roller coaster off to the right of the screen. It's an oldie. That is a freaking oldie. I'll point at it for a second. Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to throw your kids on that unless you don't like them, but it's still operative, and it's definitely been cleaned up. So people are putting the work into the place. I'm pretty sure it's the Oneida Indians, but not positive. Well, let's keep driving. There's a casino over here. Seems to be the thing nowadays. This little modified lighthouse thingy that we're coming up on. I'm in the wrong lane, yes, for those who may have noticed. Pull over here just not to upset anyone. Yeah, this is the lake house. This used to be a scuzz hole. Yeah, just to not mince words, but it's beautiful now. It's definitely a lot nicer than, and that's Sylvan directly in front. But let's drive around it here. Yeah, for me, I grew up here. I'm in my 60s. I've seen all the different seasons that this place has had. And yeah, at one point, you probably could have bought a lot of stuff down here for next to nothing. Those days long gone, but I do have the troopers barracks right there on the right. Really not needed up here that much. I mean, you do get the off-wood bookers that they do the typical things that wood bookers do. Usually kind of semi-harmless stuff, but still illegal. But enough of my narrative. Just kind of drive through. Hey, we've got a kid. Kids like these Teslas. They think they're cool. youngsters. But I do see a lot more oldsters driving them, such as myself. That's funny. That's kind of hilarious to me. Because when I jumped on and got my first car, it was just, it wasn't supposed to be something a guy my age drove. My son thought it was more up his alley, but not mine. But this is the beach. And yeah, this is a real beach. It's not where the sand's been shipped in, although the sand looks filthy. The lake produces a ton of really nice sand, especially in this area where there's no break walls, no sea walls, nothing stopping the wave action. It's just as it originally was right here. So this is cool. I like that. Freaking like it. You should too. I'm gonna back up. Let me turn this barge around. Make sure we don't run anything weird over. Alright. We'll continue up to the north a bit. That cloud cover off to the west is rolling in, so it's definitely going to end up being cloudy and probably rainy by this evening. Although I am not a weather forecaster, nor am I a meteorologist, so that's just a personal observation. I'm still trying to drink this coffee. I cannot freaking believe Dunkin' Donuts poured me a cup of molten hot coffee that is not cooling. It's got a half-life. Alright, green light. Let's see here. Normally the Tesla gives me a ding when it turns green. I like that because I tend to not pay attention at lights. Ricky's Island Grill. We got the Jamaican flag going. Okay, Ricky. Cool. Oh, there's Captain John's. That is an institution here. I think they're out for Florida though right now, so that place is closed for the season. Of course, the obligatory Dollar General, always a fan favorite, wood booger favorite. I love the wood booger sights and sounds in there. It's impressive. You gotta enjoy that kind of stuff. Get some Reynolds. But all these houses on the left are essentially old lake cottages, which a lot of them have been rehabbed to be year-round or winterized. Some haven't. There's still a few oldies in there. Some cuties. You know, they've been built well. Stand the test of time. We are talking many of them. Alright. So that's the goodbye sign. The exit. So yeah, essentially that's about it. Get anything fabulous. Basic bar, rickety roller coaster, some old rides from the 20s. For the nostalgia buffs, it's very cool. Again, for people who are worried about their children, though, yeah. Oh, this coffee blows. I'm gonna try and scarf it down. I gotta drink some. Oh, I hit that so freaking slow. 5 miles an hour. That's how you do it. I got some Holmes on my ass though. He's like, this dude is driving way too fucking slow. I guess I just ruined his There's pretty colors coming up, pretty colors. Lake is looking good. I'm gonna let the raged dude get by me though, just to we can not interfere with his day. I pulled on the wrong side of the road here. Okay, buddy, go by me. There you go. Okay, that's how you. Oh, he's an old guy. Oh, yeah, that's the worst ones. Stay quiet, rage. The rage just builds up inside, and then they just go really wonky. I've got some heavy tints on, so probably not getting the true view, but there's the lake, there's the clouds off to the basically the west. It's a little bit canted to the southwest, but yeah, let's go back up to the front here where the tint is not as heavy. Well, I'm from Florida, so I do need heavier tint. Just have to explain myself there. There's an old train bed that runs to the right of the camera frame. Very old. It's now a pretty cool ATV trail, but in this area, it's all private property, essentially, where the old railroad easement butts up to, but you can kind of see it over here a little bit to the right. As it gets up into the woods along Cleveland, it's a very cool ATV trail, which, UTVs, I forget what they call them, UAPs, whatever, they've got different names for them now, but lots of that action up north of here. I mean, like crazy, like a silent underground movement. I was up there this summer, and dudes are driving these things all over the place. I mean, everywhere. So that's cool. I like that kind of stuff. I used to like to snowmobile when we actually had winters here, but last winter we did have a good one. But who knows on this one? It's probably going to be a toss-up. But the leaves are all on the ground. This old area called North Bay, right here, coming up into, for any of you ex-Central New Yorkers know what that is. Now that's a solid crib going up on the hill here. Somebody's throwing some money into that. Very stones. I don't know about that though. There's plenty of rocks around here. You would think they would go for the real deal, but the house is going to have a massive view. We do have some celebs that live up here, by the way. By the freaking way. I don't know if he's going to hate me for saying this, but we do have Adrian Brody. I'm not sure if it's Aiden or Adrian. I'm not a big Hollywood guy. But yeah, the Oscar winner, he has a solid crib up here called the Stone Barn Castle. Google that shit. It's his home away from home, I guess. It's not, we're not far from New York, 4 hours, closer by airplane. But there has been word of Leonardo DiCaprio being in the area. We have had some word of that. And hot ass models in the car and all that shit. He rolls right, that youngster. All right, back on the highway. Heading off to the west. And yeah, the clouds are definitely thickening up ahead. So the day is about to go from really nice to who knows. Livestreaming from me. Still well over. Okay, the speed limit's knocking down to 30, and I'm 45, and they're up my asshole. So you know what we'll do? Pull over, and we'll do a little detour into the woods. Actually, you know what? We'll detour down here to Apps Landing. It's a little looky-loo spot. It's kind of nice. It's got some. I don't trust mother effers coming around that corner. That was kind of blind there. All right, there we go. All right, nice view of the lake here. We're looking back to the southeast. Toward the south right now. You can see those high clouds kind of streaming in. Freaking nice. What a nice day. But let's see if the Tesla tells me to stop. It's not. Okay. Not cool, Tesla. It's going to let me run into the barricade. This is pretty much a straight view to the south. There's some windmills that you could not see on the screen, but they're up on the top of the hill that's directly south. And Cazenovia would be to the right of frame. The area there would be probably considered a town of Fenner, Canastota-ish. Those are some good old Indian names there. Canastota. Don't know what that meant, but anybody who wants to look up the Iroquois language, they can find that out. I'm sure it's been abominated somehow. take the seatbelt off. So I may have to use the porta potty here. Alright, dying to play some music, but of course that will get a copyright strike. So we don't like that. Although I don't have anything to worry about as far as I'm not making money from this. But let's see. Well, got 71% battery. Nice day. Damn nice. Oh, yes, I can't see any reaction screens, so I'm going to have to assume there are one or two hardy souls joining. Now the camera is just, we're basically looking back to the east and a little bit northeast. It looks a little tilted. Some really cool sky. Yeah, the tints on the windows are throwing the colors off a bit, but so yeah, it's not me, it's the car. Let me turn around here, make sure there ain't no nails or anything. These tires are freaking expensive. Cleveland Dock Fishing Access Site. This is relatively new. It's been here for a while, but they've really fixed it up, so it's kind of much prettier than it used to be. It was kind of like a dump. Some of the people are taking care of it. There's pride and ownership here, and there always has been, but this place did get a little run down at one point. So, you know, the world goes in waves like that. I guess, you know, civilizations come, go, and happy again, but this is the cycle of things. But this is like the Cleveland Post Office. I know some of you are probably thrilled, standing up and applauding. Yeah, that's it. We're heading off into the boons a little bit. The boondocks. Yeah, this is where the meth heads would be, up here in the boons. Oh man, I gotta show you this. This is like, they call him the mini split king over here in this old house. Dude's got enough mini splits to, he must be growing weed. Something. Oh boy. That's weird. This is a very old town. Used to go metal detecting up in here a lot. But it's got some cool history. You know, if you get up into the woods here, it's definitely something different. Trees are getting a little better. There are a lot of conifers up here, so it's nothing special there. There was a beautiful stream back there. I should have stopped. It wraps around the road here a couple of times. It's very pretty. Babbling brook. There are a lot of gorgeous. You know, very nice. ATV trail that we're about to cross. That way, I just missed the turn. Oh boy. But we'll turn around and go back. Because yeah, we don't want to go up to the boons here. I'll lose the signal big time in the trees. I mean, I will and I won't. The Starlink Mini works great. job done. It may not essentially be perfect, but hey, they're launching it on freaking starships, and if the signal blinks out on that, nobody really seems to give a shit. But anyhow, we're looking for a professional, semi-professional live stream with a go. Oh shit! This is not a ground. Thought it was. That dog looked mean. All right, let me try that again. Okay, this is how you get killed up in here. Yeah, we had a Gomer come outside. He looked like he wasn't a fan of what I just did. He got out of the meth lab for a minute there. Got him outside. Alright, let's back up before the shooting starts. Damn it, this freaking camera is good, but I mean, I keep hanging the wheel to the wrong side where I'm gonna end up ditching it. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, dead end. I didn't see the sign because I was busy running my suck. That's what happens. Shit talking and I miss the turn, almost get all of us killed. That's not good. This is the street I think I was looking for. Okay, let's make sure this one doesn't have any. Yeah, it looks like it runs through. I wanted to get the stream here. A baby pool and some other stuff. It looks like a dig. So we won't show that. But this could kind of be considered a wood boogerish area right here. Okay, I'm saying that quietly. Wood boogers are people too, so we're gonna watch the derision. Alright, let's go north again. We're gonna go north. There's a supercharger that I'm probably gonna end up needing. I'm at 70%, so. And I'm not too far from, oh, there was a squished rabbit in the middle of the road, like squished. Boy, the Starlink guys got that down. Yeah, this is definitely saying is this shit is fabulous. I mean, especially if you're in the country a lot. If you're used to dropping phone calls or there's tons of dead zones because this is upstate New York and you know they have a governor. They should, you know, Como was fine by me, but this new one, Kathy Hochul, yeah, I don't know, she's crazy. And she's really up, I would say. So, neither of them grew up here, but I do like Florida, although I love it up here in the summer. Long and short of it is there should be some more cell towers up here. There isn't. You're connected. You are reconnected. And with the Mini, you can essentially take that fricker with you. And now, this is the part where it's probably... But, I mean, I'm in the boonies. So, pretty tree-lined roads. Sky view I have is directly over the top of the road, and at some points it's not even there. The trees cover it right over. use my link. I get a month free. You get a month free. That's all I get. Just free month. You get a free month. Shit, yes. I would buy it at $2.99 for the mini. Now I paid $6 for mine, and the service is, if you go with a 50 gig, it's like $50-$60 a month. Come on, you can splurge for that. That stupid ass burner cell phone you got from Walmart, and get this, no SIM card in it. You can get on WhatsApp while you're driving. You can WhatsApp your balls off and make calls. I don't know if a lot of people don't use. There's other ways to call, Telegram, Signal, a million different ways to call on the internet. But yeah, you can do that pretty much seamlessly. Oh, this is a cute, pretty old church. I gotta make sure no one's behind me. Beautiful. I brought the drone with me, and I do not have a charged battery in it. This morning for the sunrise, I actually went through 4 batteries. Yep, 4. That's not easy. But anyway, this is a pretty road, and it's just been resurfaced. So hallelujah. Yeah, this is smooth. We normally get this up here. Wow. Oh man, the drag racers, the hillbilly drag racers are going to find this road pretty soon. The only problem is if you miss on this road, do something stupid, you're eating trees, and I'm not talking little ones. You're eating the hardwoods. There's beaver pond there. That. Bill's flag. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but my days in the that's now it's kind of nice. There he goes. Oh, he was getting the stink eye. Head north a little bit. Bug outs. All that good shit. The only problem is there's so many wood boogers that are already bugged out back here that you wouldn't be the only one. Nice pond right there. Oh man, I'm doing a death-defying stunt here. I am stopping on a corner, which I could easily get destroyed on, but is that freaking nice or what? Alright, I'll get the camera level at some point. There we go. Alright, there's a flag out there, yep. Oh, I need to drone that. Alright. Let's go. Let's continue. Windows going back up. 8. Yep, it's cold. Yeah, for those of you who want it in Celsius, it's cold. That's the conversion. Oh, this road is impressive, though. I am amazed. I didn't catch this summer. I thought I would see the construction happening because I had been back here a couple of times. The Santa Luz, but now we're going electrified back here. Nice crib over to the right. That was nice. Alright. Dying to punch it, but we don't consume. To do that. Palisades, I call them. Oh, cute. It's like a faux log cabin-y place. Oh, no, that's a real one. Yeah, you will see an occasional booger palisade. They're back here. Oh, we just passed one. I should have showed that to you. You can probably imagine junk, shit strewn everywhere. Junk cars, airplanes, snowmobiles, motorcycles. Shit everywhere. Another one. It's a trailer. Yeah, God. You know, and it could be nice. They take care of their shit, but they don't. I don't know, man. I just can't do that stuff. Look at stuff, and I just immediately, my first thought is how much work this is going to take to keep it looking nice. And that drives my decision for purchase or not. I try to minimize the maintenance. Let me see. I gotta look at the map real quick and make sure I'm not driving in circles. Oh yeah, let's go to Will's. We'll go by Will's. That is actually a nice little attraction that's been here for years since I was a child. So it's called Will's Cackleberry Castle Pumpkin Farm. Yeah, I know it's not anything extreme. It's here. Season here, so that was a doe. Traditionally, they last a lot longer than the bucks, but so they can use rifles around here, which is kind of, now that I think about it, I shouldn't probably has happened. The battery's probably getting ready to go toast on the oh no, that's a cool place we just passed on the left. It was basically underground dwelling, partially exposed. Very cool. Very new age. When the news start dropping, they're pretty well safe. Until the fallout. Oof, the road here has not been fixed. Wow, okay. We're talking seriously bumpy here. Alright, that stream has been dammed down there. I was going to show it to you, but beavers got to it first. You don't want to see up ponds that were once streams. Although beavers have their place, they do good things. People around here tend not to enjoy them too much. Now, you know what? I do not need to take on any power at the hurt. Alright, almost up to Will's. That road is bumpers. Okay, there we go. Oh, he had a signal on. I think he was looking to turn on this and he passed at a high rate of speed. No, that's his house. was. 47 is the speed. The road actually has a speed limit of 55. Yeah. I've got it in standard. Got my speed set. Now, as I roll it back, and I'm rolling the speed, I know you probably can't see it, but I'm rolling it back to 55 or 60. Let's do 60 max. But now the car is like, hey, there's a little bit of phantom braking going on, and we do have a destination set, so it should, and it does read the signs. It knows what the speed limit is. 44, you know, I guess it's okay for the road, although the speed limit's 55. If somebody gets on my ass, they're going to want me to go at least the speed limit. So Tesla, whatever's going on with this, I don't know. I mean, car is driving, but when I take my eyes off the road, and oh, here comes an ATV. That's a dude. Look cold. Alright, still doing 48. I guess it's appropriate, but it's not if somebody's on my tail, wanting to do the speed limit. Now, fanboys and girls, tell me what I'm doing wrong here. There is this braking again. There's this constant, I can feel the regenerative kicking every now and again where it lets off. So I don't know what it's doing. Pisses me off. But let me go back. Oops, I just broke it. I pulled the steering wheel. But, you know, again, $99 a month for that. Forget it. I'll just go with the auto steer beta that I've got, and the self-aware cruise control. Self-aware, yeah, right. That's what I call it. But anyhow, the views are nice. The battery's still going, so we'll go until the battery dies. How about that? A few of you probably said I'm gone already. Checked out. I'm coming into Oswego County. It's a little button buck. Oh, there's a couple more. Hold on. Can you see them? Oh, they're cuties. Little twins. Alright, back to the road. Whitetail hunting is a big thing up here. I'm no longer a hunter just because it's cheaper for me to go to Wegmans or Publix and get what I need. At the end of the day, it's a whole hell of a lot cheaper. So, I enjoy the outdoors, don't get me wrong. I'd rather photograph them than anything else. Actually, I wish I could have whipped the camera out for that. That would have been fun. But we're still in the boonies here. And we blew right by Will's without so much as a seeing it. So they must have tore everything down. Well, I'm sure they did. But I would have thought they would have kept it running up until Halloween. Alright. How's the Starlink running? Any complaints? moves so slowly from the west. So we'll see. Not a bad day for a drive. Oh, and anybody from Tesla watching, you do need to get a supercharger up in the Adirondacks. Yeah, without a doubt. That would be really nice. If you could get one in Old Forge, my God, that would be perfect. But it'd have to be huge. A lot of people from all over end up there in the summer. So you want a supercharger? Yes. Because I would have been up there. Because I would have to have a place to charge. And there is a charge point location, but it's a super low rate of charging. And I would be stuck up there. Now, if I could have found an Airbnb, it would have been all right. But anyway, now I digress. So, supercharger, Adirondacks, Old Forge, thank you. Let's do that. Let's get it done. Heading towards Parrish, New York. Parrish. Now, I will definitely do some live streams up here this winter when it starts snowing. So be ready. Dude had those microphones like a pilot mic when he was driving. I love it. The little mic muff. Frig yeah. Okay, that's what I need. Alright, here's 55. Now, I'm going to kick the FSD on just for shits and giggles. And just see what happens. Alright, be attentive, keep your hands on the wheel. Don't do anything stupid. Car gives you all the disclaimers. Alright, wow, there's a cool little barn. Alright. Okay, now it's like doing fine. Alright, I stand well, let's get a little regenerative thing going again. It's doing the 59 thing. Alright, why is it not maintaining the speed? Come on. I know you can do it. I can tell it just wants to slow down. Got the speed set. For max speed of 65. Slowed down to 50 just randomly. Now, that's not cool if there's somebody behind me, because they are not going to be like, hey, that dude's got full FSD, so yeah, we'll tolerate his bullshit, and we'll tailgate him. But that's cool. No, that's not how it plays out. I'll end up getting shot up here. Tesla, this isn't full self-driving. This is full self kind of effing around, is what it is. That's how the other people are going in other cars behind me. Why is this guy messing with me? This guy's brake checking me. Yeah, 54. Come on, let's go. Let's get at least to 55. Come on, the road's straight. You gotta be kidding me. 51 now. See, this is where I can. Let me put the camera down. Yeah, we gotta kick it off. Not cool. Not cool. Yeah, so if it's, I would pay the $99 a month if it maintained the speed. did signal to pull off. Now, I don't know if it was because my hands were off the wheel. It did not give me a warning as such. Didn't give me a strikeout. It just pulled over. So maybe my computer is... something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. Yeah, because I see all these videos on YouTube with guys that are blissfully driving along, having a great time. Everything's cool. They're doing it at night. They're driving here, there, everywhere. And most of it seems to be city stuff. And I'm out in the country, in the boondocks. It should be an easy one. But it's not. It's obviously not. I have to post this up on Twitter. We need somebody to check this out. We need Elon to get involved personally. It's like, Elon, I can't do my wood booger drive streaming without the car effing up. That was an indigenous dude. Local indig. There's some Amish up here too, by the way. We haven't seen any of them yet, but we need to stop and buy some honey, so when we do, we're going to stop. Alright, I'm going to try again. Just pop the FSD on. It's automatically starting to slow down. I have my hands are lightly on the wheel. Seems to be doing good. No, it's just slowing down again. Went right to 55. Now, if it goes under 55, that's bad juji fruit. And I think it's going to. It's just randomly going up. Road straight. Okay, now it's going climbing again, although we are on a downhill slope. Yeah, the speed is, I can feel it. Now it's again slowing down, slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. Okay, this is not cool. So now I don't know if it was like taking the tractor sign into consideration or something. Oh, no, it's really slowing down. You know, thank God nobody's behind me, but now somebody is. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Okay. Can't play. Okay, do I have like a bum computer in my car? Has anybody got any tips here? It's unusable for me. I've tried the same thing on I-95, I-81, same deal, same bit, and it's frustrating. And then when I call and talk to the guys at Tesla, which I've tried a few times, although I've been on hold for hours, felt like it wasn't quite that long, but it felt like it. They offer no good suggestions. They all sound like they're at home playing video games when I get them. Like they're preoccupied with something else. They're like, yeah, hey bro, yeah, hi, okay, like I'm busy at the moment, but I'll help you for a minute or two. So that's not cool when you get those idiots. And they offer nothing. You're like, well, you can take it into the service center. I was like, yeah, what, next week, next month? You can't diagnose it, and they're looking at you. They go, oh yeah, hey bro, I see it in there. And then I've even had to put me on hold while I'm ranting, driving the FSD, swearing. They're like, hey bro, you need to watch your mouth, bro. I'm like, yeah, hi, I didn't know you were listening. I thought I was on hold. It was nothing personal. But, you know, these are the new cars.
Now turn right onto County Route 26.
That was a little slow. I would have appreciated that heads up a little sooner. This supercharger is right off of Route 81, Parish. It's Gristmill.
In 500 feet, turn right. Then you will arrive at your destination.
And it's seriously not apparent where the supercharger is. It almost looks like you went to the wrong spot. Because as you approach, normally you can see superchargers and Teslas everywhere. This one, they're behind the building. So as you pull in, you come around, and I know that there's got to be a dude or two freaked coming in here saying, oh my God, you know, where is it? This isn't it. But anyhow, absolutely no one.
Now turn right.
Take the end charger. Always take the end one. Charge. I'll just take it up to 80%. See what happens. Alright. What do you think? Should we do this? Should we do this? So I'll look like a freak. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Charger. This is one of the newer ones, so you have to pull it out. Doesn't just hang there. Push the button, put it in, we're charging. Alright, again, not readily apparent from the road. And it's not